So do you have a 10-gallon aquarium and you're looking for some beautiful fish to make a great centerpiece in your aquarium? Well, you come to the right place. In today's video, we'll be talking about the 10 best fish for 10-gallon aquariums. So stick around to the end so you don't miss out on any of the important info, and consider subscribing as I do aquarium-related content just like this every week. But without any further ado, let's get started. So first up are platies. Platies are very popular tropical aquarium fish, and they originate from all over the world. They are so easy to breed. You just need to have a male and a female in the same tank, and then boom. The reason why they're so great for 10-gallon aquariums is because they only get to about 8 centimeters, normally 6 though, and they don't overgrow tanks. Just make sure though, if you are breeding them for profit or that sort of stuff, make sure you have a bigger tank. But for a 10-gallon, it can make a great little display in your tank. Number 2 is an Ottocinclus Catfish. They're probably the best algae eater out there, and they only get to about 5 centimeters. They're a pretty small fish, and they're great for nano aquariums such as 10 gallons. So what they'll do is they'll eat all the algae in your nooks and crannies in the rocks and ornaments, and they'll also eat all the algae off every single surface in the tank. So they're basically a cleaner that will just keep your aquarium nice and clean of algae. Just remember though, you'll still have to do your weekly or monthly water changes. These won't do all the cleaning for you. So they just get rid of the algae, but you have to actually give them new water. So just like all fish, they love to eat normal food such as algae wafers, but they're great for 10-gallon aquariums because they're so peaceful. They don't need too much room to swim around, and they don't get too big. So give the Ottocinclus Catfish a go. Now, dwarf gouramis are one of your smaller gouramis. They only get to about 4 centimeters, which isn't very big with most gouramis. So the dwarf gouramis will show so much coloration. There's a few varieties such as the powder blue and the common, and also the fire red. So give all of them a go, see what you love the most. Whatever fancies you is fine. And the dwarf gouramis, they're just so displayable, and they bring such a great look into your tank. Especially in the planted tanks, I recommend live plants with these fish as it brings out the best color. Make sure you're feeding them high quality fish flakes and all those sort of high quality foods so you get as much coloration as possible. Otherwise, give the dwarf gouramis a go because they're very worth getting and they're so popular. You'll find them anywhere, so third on the list is the dwarf gouramis. Fourth is the celestial pearl danios. They're actually a recently discovered fish, and they're pretty popular already. They have a stunning blue and white dotting along the body like a galaxy. They're also known as the galaxy RASBORA, and in appearance they have red fins. They are a schooling fish. They like to be in groups, and they are quite a shy fish, so you'll have them at the back of the tank all the time. So make sure you're having plenty of galaxy RASBORAs in the tank. The more you have, the more they'll be out. So there's a hot tip for you. Give them high quality fish flakes and those sort of things. And they're so peaceful, they won't bother a single other fish. They're great for 10-gallon aquariums, so give them a go. Okay, so number 5 are the Aquarium's catfish. They're one of the most beautiful and most cutest catfish out there. You can get long fin variants, you can get all sorts of different color variants as well. There is the gold lasers, there are the bronze, there is the albinos, you name it. Give them a go, they're a nice schooling fish. Don't have a mix of different Corydoras as one school. Make sure you have a school of one type of Cory. If you want another type, then get another school, but I only recommend like a group of 5 for a 10-gallon. And if you're going to have a 10-gallon, I really recommend the bronze, which is the one you're looking at. But they're so fun to watch, they're so active, and you're not going to regret trying these guys out. So the dwarf neon rainbow fish are a beautiful rainbow fish. They do have a neon blue appearance to them, and they have red fins. At least the males do, and the females will have the orange fins. They both look really cool, and they're definitely worth trying in 10-gallon aquariums. Now, I recommend, since these guys get to about 8 to 10 centimeters, I recommend only 1 or 2 dwarf neon rainbows. I recommend you get a pair, as the male will be showing off to the female, which will bring out so much more coloration in the male. So give them a go, because they're just so fun to watch, and when you have a pair, they'll always stick together. So they're a really fascinating fish, and they look so cool. So give the dwarf neon rainbow fish a go. 6th on the list is the dwarf neon rainbow fish. Now, if you want success keeping German blue rams, I recommend you crank up the temperature to 28 degrees Celsius. Now, normally you'll need a species-only tank to do this. So most people keep the German blue rams in a community tank at about 25 degrees Celsius, but you're going to need to have so much higher to get the success. So 28 to 30, as these guys also love the lower pHs as well. So you'll have a low pH and a high temperature. Keep that in mind. They have all sorts of different spangling and colors on them, so they're so displayable. There's a few variants out there, such as a long fin, balloon, and the normal like you're seeing here. So the German blue rams are super peaceful. They don't bother other fish, and they are easy to breed as well. So if you're looking for a nice looking fish for your 10-gallon aquarium, don't hesitate, get the German blue rams. Now, cherry shrimp are such a cool little invertebrate for your 10-gallon aquarium. Are a bit of a bigger shrimp to most of your other aquarium shrimp out there, which makes them so great for 10 gallons. And if you're gonna have 10 gallons, you can get so many. You got lots of room there, so you can get like 20 or 30. It's all up to you, but just remember they'll breed super easily. Now, the cherry shrimp do like a pH of 7 to 8 and a temperature range from 22 to 26 degrees Celsius. They're super peaceful. Just make sure you have plenty of hiding places throughout the tank, such as live plants, if you're going to have other fish in the tank. So the cherry shrimp come in a few different colors, like the black one you're seeing here, and then also the common red color. Definitely consider the red cherry shrimp if you're looking for something different than fish that will bring a point of difference in your aquarium. Now, honey gouramis are mistakenly taken as dwarf gouramis, but they're not. They're a bit smaller, and they are such a cute little fish. Of course, they're another labyrinth-breathing fish. They take oxygen from outside, so just make sure you're having fresh air coming into the surface of the tank, and that's where they get all their oxygen from. So the honey gouramis have a striking yellow appearance to them, and then the males will usually have a bit of a reddish coloration on the fins. Now, they are so fun to keep. They're always hanging out at the top, so provide them lots of floating plants, all that sort of stuff. They're great for community aquariums, as long as you don't have any other aggressive fish in the tank or fin nippers. These guys will thrive. Give them a pH of 7 to 8 and a temperature of 22 to 28 degrees Celsius. They're great with German blue rams if you want to know, just with the temperature wise. But give the honey gouramis a go. They're a great centerpiece fish, and they're certainly suitable for your 10-gallon aquarium. Now, lemon tetras are another schooling fish. They're a tetra, and of course I wanted to put something different on the list. So the lemon tetras are a bit of a yellow coloration, very unique, and they look so cool. They'll have a red eye, so they're really fun to keep, and they are such a great schooler. They'll stick together as a pack all the time, and they'll bring out lots of activity in the tank. I'm telling you, 24/7 they'll be swimming around. So have a nice planted aquarium in your 10-gallon tank and pop 6 of these in, and you're going to have so much more action in the tank throughout the middle and all levels of the tank. So give the lemon tetras a go. They're super hardy, they're bulletproof, and they can survive a wide variety of water parameters. Thank you guys so much for watching. There you have the 10 best fish for your 10-gallon aquariums. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content just like this. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Have an amazing day, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.